Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to unlock the playbook for two skills that pretty much define your career: negotiation and persuasion. You know, getting things done, it's not really about having authority, is it? It's all about influence.
So let's just think about that for a second. How do you really get what you want at work? I mean, from getting the budget for that project you're passionate about to convincing your team to try a wild new idea. That path to getting a yes? Yeah, that's not luck. It's all about strategy.
And really, the answer comes down to mastering two core plays from your professional influence playbook. And listen, this isn't just stuff for CEOs or the sales team. No way. These are essential tools you're going to find yourself using every single day.
Okay, so let's break this down. Negotiation and persuasion, they often work hand in hand, but they have really different goals. Negotiation, that's like a formal conversation, right? It's a structured process to hammer out a deal that works for everyone. Persuasion, on the other hand, that's more about influencing how someone thinks or feels when there isn't a contract to sign at the end.
All right, before you even step into a negotiation, you have to know this acronym, BATNA. It's your best alternative to a negotiated agreement. Basically, it's your plan B. What are you going to do if the talks completely fall apart? Knowing this, really knowing it, is your single greatest source of power. It's what gives you the confidence to walk away.
Okay, so with that in mind, let's open up the first playbook. We're going to break down negotiation into a super clear, repeatable process, one that can guide you to that all-important win-win outcome. See, a really great negotiation, it's not some random, chaotic thing. It follows this 6-step process almost every time. And here's the key takeaway. The real work, it starts way before you sit down at the table, and it keeps going long after you've shaken hands. It's a whole cycle. So let's see what this looks like in the real world. Check out how the conversation flows here. It starts with setting a positive, collaborative tone, then it moves into figuring out what everyone needs, and then it gets to the bargaining. It's all about turning what could be a fight into a structured way to solve a problem together. Now, to really nail this, there are a few things you've just got to do. For example, using objective facts like market data or industry standards, that's an absolute game changer. It totally shifts the conversation away from what I want versus what you want and turns it into what makes sense based on the facts. And, yeah, always get it in writing. A handshake is good, but ink is better.
Okay, let's switch gears and open up our second playbook, persuasion. This is all about winning hearts and minds, right? It's for those times when you need to get support for your project or rally the team around a big change and there's no formal deal to be made.
And guess what? Just like negotiation, good persuasion isn't magic, it has a structure. This 5-step model is how you build a case that's just really hard to say no to. And pay special attention to step 4, getting ahead of objections. Answering the but what about questions before they're even asked, that is a total pro move.
And this quote right here, this is the secret sauce of persuasion. See how it's not about I need this? It's about your skills are valuable. It's not a demand, it's an invitation that appeals to their expertise, their value. You're making it about them, not about you.
So what does this all boil down to? Well, it always starts with your audience. You have to know what makes them tick. What do they actually care about? From there, you build your case on a foundation of trust and solid logic, with actual data. Because let's be real, without that trust, even the most brilliant argument is just gonna fall flat.
All right, so you've got the playbooks. You know the steps. Now let's talk about what really separates the beginners from the pros. Because knowing the moves is one thing, but mastering the game, that's something else entirely.
So research has actually pointed to one single number that highlights the most critical factor in any successful negotiation: 40%. Any guesses what that is? I'll tell you this much. It represents a huge advantage.
And there it is. The answer is preparation. Studies show that negotiators who actually do their homework, research the data, figure out their BATNA, really think about what the other side wants, they are a staggering 40% more likely to get a successful outcome. Preparation isn't just one of the steps, it's the whole foundation of your success. And of course, on the flip side of that, you have to avoid these common mistakes. The biggest one, no surprise, not preparing. We just saw how much that cripples you. But right up there with it is completely ignoring what the other side wants. I mean, think about it. If you have no idea what their goals are, how on earth are you supposed to find a solution that works for both of you?
So why does any of this matter? Well, because these aren't just soft skills. Not at all. These are drivers of real, hard results. When you get better at negotiation, you directly impact the bottom line. When you get better at persuasion, you speed up innovation and build the kind of teams that actually win.
So there you have it. The playbook is in your hands. The only question left is, what's your next move? Seriously, pull up your calendar for this week. Where's your first opportunity? What meeting, what conversation to put one of these plays into action?